Did you know that 3 of the most popular vegetables in America could be silently sabotaging your health, especially if you're over 60? These vegetables, often praised as healthy staples, may be fueling inflammation, damaging your digestive system, and increasing your risk for chronic illness without you even realizing it. Yes, even when they're organic. Even when they're steamed, roasted, or hidden in your favorite healthy recipes. What's worse, you've probably been eating at least one of them every single week, thinking it's helping you stay strong and vibrant in your golden years. But the truth is, for aging bodies, these veggies can do far more harm than good. Before we dive into this eye-opening breakdown, take a moment right now to hit the like button and subscribe to Senior Health Guides. We bring you real, science-backed advice that's tailor-made for those over 60. Your health is your power, and every tip could add energy, strength, and years to your life. Let's begin with vegetable number 1, one that's been sitting quietly on dinner tables and in soup pots for generations. 1. The potato, a comfort food with a dangerous side. Comforting, familiar, harmless looking. The potato might be the ultimate feel-good food. Baked, mashed, roasted, or fried, potatoes have long been a dietary staple in cultures around the world. But beneath that starchy skin lies a cocktail of blood, sugar-spiking compounds, gut-irritating toxins, and inflammatory triggers that can be especially harmful to seniors. The danger isn't just in the preparation, it's in the biology of the potato itself. For starters, potatoes have a very high glycemic index, meaning they rapidly spike your blood sugar. For older adults with slower metabolism, insulin resistance, or borderline diabetes, this spike can cause more than just a sugar crash. Over time, repeated spikes contribute to vascular damage, cognitive decline, and a weakened immune system. Think of it like sandpaper rubbing against your internal systems, each meal leaving microscopic scars that build up into chronic disease. But there's another issue. Solanine, a natural toxin found in potatoes, especially green or sprouted ones. Solanine is part of a group of chemical compounds called glycoalkaloids, which are meant to protect the potato from predators. Unfortunately, they can irritate human digestion, inflame the gut lining, and, when consumed over time, contribute to a leaky gut, a condition now linked to everything from autoimmune disease to arthritis, and even depression. Older adults, whose gut integrity is already more fragile, are especially at risk. Even more alarming. Many seniors reach for potatoes precisely because they're soft, easy to chew, and inexpensive. But what they don't realize is that these seemingly innocent spuds can worsen inflammation in the joints, aggravate nerve sensitivity, and even spike blood pressure, especially when eaten as French fries or in processed form. You may think, well, I don't eat fries that often. But what about instant mashed potatoes, frozen hash browns, canned soups thickened with potato starch? It all adds up. And each serving delivers a metabolic burden your aging body must work harder and harder to offset. And don't be fooled by the marketing hype around potassium. Yes, potatoes contain it, but so do many healthier foods like avocados, leafy greens, and lentils, without the high sugar load and toxic compounds. If you want to protect at your heart, joints, and memory, limit your intake of potatoes, especially if they're fried or processed. Swap them for sweet potatoes, which offer more fiber, lower glycemic impact, and powerful antioxidants like beta-carotene. Let's move on to vegetable number 2, one that hides in plain sight, even in the healthiest of kitchens. 2. Eggplant, the gut wrecker masquerading as gourmet elegant on the outside, toxic on the inside. Eggplant is a glossy purple vegetable found in Mediterranean and vegetarian dishes alike. But this beautiful veggie has a dark side that most people never suspect, and for seniors, its dangers are amplified. Eggplants, like potatoes, belong to the nightshade family, a group of plants that produce alkaloids such as solanine and nicotine. These compounds, designed to fend off insects, can irritate the human nervous system and digestive tract. Many seniors who experience unexplained joint pain, stiffness, acid reflux, or bloating don't realize that eggplant could be the sneaky trigger behind their symptoms. Eggplant is particularly high in nasunin, an antioxidant that sounds helpful, until you learn what it binds to. Iron. That's right. Nasunin can leach iron from your body, which is a serious concern for older adults already prone to iron deficiency anemia. Your energy levels, brain function, and immune response all depend on adequate iron. Why rob your body of what it needs most? Moreover, eggplant skin contains compounds called histamines, which can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. If you've ever felt itchy, flushed, or bloated after a ratatouille or eggplant parmesan, you're not imagining it. Your body may be reacting to the histamine overload. As we age, our natural histamine breakdown slows down. That means histamine-rich foods can cause a stronger inflammatory reaction in seniors than in younger people. And let's talk preparation. Eggplant acts like a sponge. It soaks up oil during cooking, dramatically increasing the fat and calorie load of your meal. Seniors trying to manage weight, blood pressure, or cholesterol may unknowingly turn a healthy dish into a metabolic time bomb. What's the alternative? Try zucchini, a mild, nutrient-dense veggie with none of the alkaloids or histamines and far easier on digestion. Zucchini contains anti-inflammatory compounds, helps stabilize blood sugar, and supports healthy hydration, perfect for aging bodies. You may be thinking, but I've been eating eggplant for years. That's the trap. The slow damage doesn't show up right away. It builds quietly, one forkful at a time, until one day you're dealing with digestive distress, iron deficiency, or joint pain you can't explain. Up next is vegetable number 3, and this one may shock you even more. It's in your salads, your stir-fries, your superfood bowls. It's worshipped by health influencers. But for seniors, it may be one of the worst choices you can make. And if you've made it this far, you already know. This isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you. Because what we eat in our golden years doesn't just influence how we feel today. It shapes the quality of our tomorrows. Let's move on to the third and final vegetable that may be quietly harming your health as you age. 3. Carrots. When crunch turns to concern. Carrots, the bright orange snack that's been a dietary darling for generations. They're good for your eyes, we were told as kids. Eat your carrots and you'll have perfect vision. And while they are rich in beta-carotene, a compound the body converts into vitamin A, there's a lot more to this root vegetable than meets the eye, especially for seniors. You see, carrots are among the starchier vegetables. That means they convert to sugar more rapidly than you might expect. In fact, a large carrot contains about 5 grams of sugar. And while that doesn't sound like much, remember, most people don't eat just one. Whether you're dipping them in hummus or tossing them into a stew, carrots are easy to overconsume. And that sugar adds up fast. particularly in seniors with impaired glucose tolerance, prediabetes, or full-blown diabetes. You may think you're choosing a low glycemic option, but cooked carrots have a much higher glycemic index than raw ones. When cooked, their natural sugars become more accessible, which leads to quicker absorption in the bloodstream and more drastic blood sugar spikes. But here's where it gets even trickier. Carrots are also high in oxalates, compounds that can bind to calcium and form kidney stones. For younger individuals with robust kidney function, oxalates usually aren't an issue. But for seniors, especially those who've ever had a kidney stone or who are prone to calcium imbalances, the build-up of oxalates can be problematic. Not only that, but excessive intake of beta-carotene from carrots has been linked to an increased risk of lung cancer in smokers and former smokers. It sounds strange, but multiple studies have highlighted this risk when beta-carotene is consumed in high amounts via supplements or through excessive intake of beta-carotene-rich vegetables like carrots. And there's another piece of the puzzle. Carotenoids, the colorful compounds in carrots, can interfere with the absorption of other important fat-soluble vitamins like E and K when consumed in imbalanced amounts. Vitamin K is crucial for blood clotting and bone health, both of which are key issues for aging adults. So, ironically, eating too many carrots could end up throwing off that balance. And let's not forget, carrots are among the top vegetables sprayed with pesticides, especially when not organic. These chemicals can contribute to neurotoxicity, hormone disruption, and oxidative stress, which your body becomes increasingly sensitive to after age 60. You might be reaching for carrots thinking you're boosting your nutrition, when you might be unknowingly increasing your toxic load. Now, does that mean carrots are the enemy? Not at all. But moderation and preparation matter. Raw, organic carrots in small amounts, still okay for many people, but regularly steaming them or roasting them into caramelized sugar bombs day after day could be doing more harm than good. It's about the frequency, the quantity, and most importantly, your individual health status. One-size-fits-all nutrition advice just doesn't cut it when you're over 60. So, what can you do instead? Swap out those carrot sticks for celery, which is lower in sugar and a natural diuretic, helping reduce blood pressure. Or try jicama, a crunchy, low-glycemic root that supports gut health with prebiotic fiber. If you still love carrots, opt for raw organic varieties a few times a week, not daily, and always pair them with a healthy fat, like avocado or olive oil, to help your body absorb nutrients in balance. Here's your final takeaway. And it's a big one. You've just uncovered 3 seemingly harmless vegetables that can quietly undermine senior health: corn, nightshades like tomatoes and bell peppers, and carrots. Each one carries hidden risks, from spiking blood sugar to triggering inflammation and even interfering with vital nutrients. But the truth is, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The way your body processes food after 60 is not the same as it was at 30 or 40. Your digestion, metabolism, immune system, and detox pathways all slow down, which means foods that used to be safe can now act like slow-acting poisons if eaten too often or in the wrong form. This isn't about deprivation. It's about awareness. Knowledge is your most powerful tool, and what you choose to put on your plate can be the difference between aging with vitality or quietly slipping into chronic decline. So, here's your challenge. Starting today, look at your diet with fresh eyes. Audit your meals. Check your kitchen. Ask yourself not just, is this healthy? But is this still healthy for me at this age? Because wisdom isn't just about knowing what to eat. It's about knowing when to adapt. And that wisdom could add years, not just to your life, but to your independent, energetic living. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to Senior Health Guides, and share it with someone you care about. Every senior deserves to age with clarity, strength, and smart nutrition. And it starts with truths like these. Let's change the conversation on aging. One meal, one choice, and one wise decision at a time. Tap the bell icon so you never miss our weekly health insights and guides for stronger, wiser aging. Thank you for spending this time with Senior Health Guides, where growing older means growing stronger, not sicker.